Welcome to the series of e-lectures on machine learning. Myself Vivek Sharma from the Department of Computer Science and Information Technology at the College of Information Technology. Here, today I am going to discuss another clustering technique, that is hierarchical clustering. In previous lecture, we have already discussed k-means clustering. Now, the approach that is known as hierarchical clustering, that is based on hierarchies. So here, this is the basic introduction about clustering. That is, clustering is the concept of formation or grouping the similar objects into a group and non-similar or less similar into another group. So it can be considered as, that is, the classification of objects into different groups. Classification of clustering can be understood by categorize the clustering, that is, there are two types of clustering, or clustering can be divided into central clustering or hierarchical clustering. So here we can see in central clustering we have many things in a center or inside a single place. We are considering all the things, but when we are moved to hierarchical clustering, there is a hierarchy of electronic devices. It can be mobile, laptop, TVs, computers and so on. But when we go for mobile, we have some other uh, approaches, like we have Apple phone, we have Samsung, we have Nokia phone, Micromax phone. So there is a hierarchy. But further, if we move for Samsung or we move for Micromax, we have some Android versions, we have some flip phones, we have some other advanced technologies. So these hierarchies forms a hierarchical clustering. Hierarchical clustering technique, that is popular and easy to understand technique. It is basically divided into two types. Number one, agglomerative clustering or agglomerative hierarchical clustering, and the second one is divisive hierarchical clustering. In this type of clustering, we move agglomerative hierarchical clustering, that is a bottom up approach. Here we move from bottom to top. We have n number of data sets. We form the cluster, or we group the similar group data sets into a group. We group other data sets into another group. So on the basis of these elements, we move from bottom to top. Generally, we compute the proximity matrix. Each data point be a cluster. We repeat, merge the two closest clusters and update the proximity matrix, and until only a single cluster remains, we repeat the process again and again. So here we can see we have various type of elements like A, B, C, D, E, F. So in this figure you can see, just by putting in opposite format, like we can move from bottom to top. So in this initial step, we calculate the proximity of individual points and consider all the 6 data points. Here we are forming B and C in a group, D and E in a group. Then we are merging D, E, F in a group, and again we are merging B, C, D, E, F in a group. So here the process, we can say that the process is from bottom to top. So here these are the steps to perform agglomerative hierarchical clustering. Now one more thing, the hierarchical clustering technique can be visualized by the term dendrogram. Dendrogram is nothing but, that is, a tree-like structure which contains all the records on the basis of merging or on the basis of splits. Suppose we are considering divisive clustering. In that case, we split the clusters into n number of data sets. So here in our first picture, we are seeing that here we have Venn diagram. In that case, we have the data sets A, B, C, D, E, F. Here B or C merge with together D and D, and then in this D, E, F, and finally A, B, C, D, E, F. Now we plot a graph on the x-axis and y-axis. We put all the data sets accordingly. We can also put data sets according to the cluster forms like B and C. So here you can put B and C first, then D comma E, then D comma E and F, and then you can add all the elements. So here, that is the algorithm related to agglomerative algorithm. We have given data set with D1 to Dn element. We compute the distance matrix in first step, and we apply loop from 1 to n. As the distance matrix is symmetric about the primarily diagonal, so there is no need to consider the half of the matrix. Like in this case, we have the values, but there is a symmetry or symmetric matrix, so no need to consider these values. Now, then part of the primary diagonal, then we put another loop and we calculate each data point is singleton cluster. Repeat this process until the cluster having minimum distance and single cluster is formed. Now the second type is divisive hierarchical clustering, that is the opposite task of agglomerative clustering, and the approach is top-down approach. In real words, it is not much used. Consider all the data points as a single cluster, and in each iteration we separate the data points from the cluster which are not similar. Each data point is separated, is considered as an individual cluster, and in the end we will be left with n number of cluster. As we are dividing the single clusters into n clusters, it is named as divisive hierarchical clustering. Here the algorithm is mentioned. We have given data set. At the top we have all data in one cluster. The cluster is split using a flat clustering method like k-means, etc. We repeat the process until our all data sets are divided into n number of elements. So how does we calculate the similarity between two clusters? That is the main question, because after getting the similarity or dissimilarity, we form the group. So here are some approaches which is used to calculate similarity between two clusters. The first one is min, second one is max, third one is group average, fourth one is distance between centroids, and the last one is Ward method. So min is nothing but the concept is also known as single linkage algorithm. It means we find the minimum distance from the cluster 1 to cluster 2. We pick the two closest points such that one point lies in cluster 1 and the other point lies in cluster 2, and take their similarity and declare it as the similarity between two clusters. So similarity between C1 and C2 can be considered as min similarity of Pi of Pj such that Pi belongs to cluster 1 and Pj belongs to cluster 2. So that is the min concept. In max concept, we consider maximum distance, that is the opposite task of min. We consider maximum distance, that is exactly opposite to the min approach. The similarity of two clusters C1 and C2 is equal to the maximum of the similarity between points Pi and Pj. It can be considered as similarity of C1 comma C2 cluster, that is max similarity of Pi comma Pj such that Pi belongs to C1 and Pj belongs to C2. The third one is group average. In this technique or approach, We take all the pairs of points and compute their similarities. Calculate the average of similarity. Mathematically, it can be considered as summation of similarity Pi by Pj upon C1 into C2, where E of I belongs to C1 and P of J belongs to C2. The second last one is distance between centroid. This approach is not popular in real world. So because here we have the center or centroids of the clusters like C1 and C2, these have two clusters. We take the similarity between the two centroids as the similarity between two clusters. Last one is Ward's method. This is the most approachable concept or technique to use or to find the similarity between two clusters. It is exactly same as group average, but the difference is nothing but that is the sum of square of the distances Pi and Pj. Here the formula is same as previous one, only the difference is here we are considering the square of their distances. So these were 5 approaches to find the similarity between two clusters. Now here we have a problem that is based on single linkage. Single linkage means min. So here we have to perform agglomerative algorithm on this data set. Here we have given some matrix. So here remember we discard all the upper elements as there is a symmetry. Now we ignore the values above a diagonal and we form pairs. So here we are forming pairs and also mentioning their minimum distance. So after performing pair E comma A, we are getting the matrix like E and A are grouped as in a single pair and then other elements are remain same. Now the minimum value is 1 for B comma C. Then again we pair B comma C in a single pair, so E comma A, B comma C, then the process is repeated. Now pair E comma A and B comma C. So finally we are getting the values 2. So minimum distances are, according to minimum distances we are designing dendrogram. We have already grouped E comma A, B comma C, and then finally we are getting this dendrogram. So this is the process of solving any type of numerical value based on single linkage. Here we have another example. The process is same. First of all, the given data set, find minimum value. The minimum value is f comma d or d comma f, that is 0.50. So we need to find the pair of d comma f. We are pairing d comma f with minimum distance 0.50, and then the matrix will be converted into A, B, C and d comma f as a pair. Then we put all the values, we find next minimum value is 0.71. so we need to group or we need to pair B comma A. Then we find pairs and the process is repeated until all the pairs are formed, and the finally pairs are A, B, C, D, E, F. So this is the Venn diagram of the all values, and when we draw these values on a dendrogram it will like similar this. So here we are representing the pairs, that is first pair is D comma F and then second pair is F comma E. So EF comma E, that is your next pair. Then C comma A comma B. So A comma B is a pair and then it will be final, and these are the minimum distances we have mentioned over here when we are making the pairs. So that was all over about hierarchical clustering. I hope you understand all the basic concepts of clustering, various algorithms like K-means algorithm, hierarchical clustering algorithm. So that is the phenomena to solve various numerical problems.